Hey, my name is Bryn, I'm 18 and I live in Holland.
Where is it you wanna go? Where is it you wanna go?
So I'm studying abroad here for 3 years. I'm doing my entire degree here in Amsterdam. I moved from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, all the way here to the Netherlands to study media and information at the UvA. Before I enrolled, I knew like the general costs of attending the school, like the tuition and that sort of thing, but I had no idea how much it would cost to live here or any of the hidden fees that are presented later in the enrollment procedures. So when I accepted my offer and I enrolled at the UvA, I knew how much tuition would cost as an international student, and I kind of knew how much it would cost to live here, but I didn't know any of the hidden costs that I ended up having to pay. So I thought that I would share it with you guys. So obviously there are not a lot of YouTubers who study at the University of Amsterdam or make videos about it, so I thought that I would tell you guys how much it really costs to go to school here, because that's something I really would have liked to know. Here's what it really costs to go to the University of Amsterdam as an international student full-time. Since I am not a resident of the EU, I am a Canadian citizen, I have to pay international student fees. So that's around 8,000 euros, which works out to around 13,000 Canadian dollars for my tuition. Now that part, pretty straightforward, it's on the website. That's easy. Textbooks are just a whole other story. To be honest, I find out which textbooks I need and how much I need to spend on them about a week before the next block starts. So I'm not really sure how much it's gonna cost me for the whole year of textbooks. For this block, I spent around 200 euros on supplementary course material. So that means textbooks, that means passes to like movies, all of that stuff. So another thing that you need to know is that when you move to Holland, you have to get health insurance. It's like mandatory, it's like a law, you have to have it. So the university recommends that you get AON student insurance. It covers quite a lot of stuff, but that is 644 euros for 1 year. 644 euros. So now the hard part, which kind of determines like a lot about your budget, is housing. And it's really hard to speak on housing because it is so hard to find a place to live here. So honestly, your housing can range from like anywhere from like 300 euros for like a tiny, like you can only fit a bed in the room, to like thousands of euros if you want to live right in the center. I live about a 25-minute bike ride outside from the city center, and I have my own apartment and a kitchen, and I pay 570 euros a month. And speaking of commute time, you're going to need to get a bike. You know, I thought that I wasn't gonna get a bike until like at least like a month or two of living here, and you actually need to get one like as soon as you get here. Public transport is so expensive, like it's ridiculous. Don't rely on it. You're gonna end up spending so much more money, and even if you like think you're a really shitty biker, like trust me, I was also, and still am, a pretty shitty biker, but you know, I save money and I get to where I'm going, and it's good exercise. If you wanna get a monthly public transport pass, that's around 88 euros, or you can do like a one-time thing. If you go to Waterloo Plain, which is where they sell stolen bikes. I know it sounds sketchy, but if you're buying a bike in Amsterdam, it's like a 90% chance that you're buying a stolen bike. Anyways, I got my bike at Waterloo Plain with all the bells and whistles for 100 euros. So that was a bike, a basket, a lights, and blocks, all for 100 euros. I know some people get theirs for 70 euros, 80 euros, 90, 100. All at Waterloo Plain is like this big flea market, and you can just go bargain your way to get a bike there. Oh, and also don't forget that the university, as well as your housing association, if you're in one, like if that's where you're renting from, are gonna have some hidden fees that they're gonna send you an email that you need to pay. Like I had to pay, I think like 150 euros to even register for a chance to get student housing. So it's just so strange, like I had to pay to apply to get this student housing as an international student. So yeah, there's gonna be like some fees and deposits. I can't remember exactly what they were for, and I honestly still don't know what some of them were for, but I did have to do a couple fees and a couple deposits that I didn't know about beforehand that were like hefty amounts of money, like 100 to 200 euros. When you're thinking about other things like fun, like groceries and like going to the bar and all that sort of thing, think of it like this. So Amsterdam is kind of a bit more expensive than Toronto, but a bit less expensive than New York City, if that kind of gives you an idea of how much things cost here. So those are all like the basic costs that I ran into and that I found and that I pay to go to school here at the University of Amsterdam. I just made this video because I thought it would be really helpful, because I didn't know about all of these hidden costs and all that sort of thing when I was applying here. So it was a bit of a shock to me when I would get a new email saying that I owed another 200 euros when I already paid my tuition. And there are so many ways that you can save money as a student here in Amsterdam, but that's like a whole other video that I could do. If you guys liked this video and want more videos about university in Amsterdam, studying abroad, or just living in Amsterdam, make sure to leave your ideas down below in the comments so I can see them and I can make the content. But yeah, that's it for this week. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and like my Facebook page. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!
Just wanna go where love is alive, love is alive, love is alive. Just wanna go where love is alive, love is alive, love is alive.